Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic to have you here because our job now is to take this gigantic hunk of 1045 steel and make a 2-meter sword for the How Ridiculous YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. Before we jump in, let's thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends, and if you want to be part of one of the largest online gaming communities, then you gotta check out Raid. The links are in the description below, and you can join the millions of players that play every month. Let's get into some gameplay. It's really easy to get started with Raid because they have over 1 million players that play the game every day. That means there's tons of resources online and there's a ton of community within the game as well. Ah! Got me with the headbutt. That's the one. On to the next one. There have been over 216,000 clans created, and on YouTube there's about 1,000 videos a week published about Raid. That's guides, strategy, and materials. Tons of resources to help get you started and ensure your success in the game. Uh-oh, I'm getting arrows. No, thank you. I think we're gonna give you this. Take that. You can find out how to make the most out of your champion's skills. You can get into the Reddit communities, the Discord communities. It has over 87,000 players. You can make friends and have a good time with Raid Shadow Legends. Even in just the last couple of weeks, Raid has added a ton of updates. For example, they added champion fragments. That allows you to collect pieces of champions that help you summon specific awesome champions. There's also a new bazaar where you can load up with high value items using the gold that you win in the tag arena. And they just extended the daily rewards for up to 270 days, where you can get free champions just by logging in. Raid is a huge supporter of this channel, and thanks to their support, we're able to bring you these videos. So please go download Raid Shadow Legends and get started, because you're also going to be getting some great bonuses when you use my link in the description. That is 50,000 silver, 50 gems, 5 mystery shards, 1 energy refill, a day of XP boost, 1 clan boss key, and a free awesome champion, Shaman. And of course, don't forget, you'll be getting extra rewards up there in your inbox for the next 30 days. Now this is a gargantuan piece of steel, and as you can see, we've already started forging on it, which is cool. What's not cool is it was not easy to get onto the dies. And so in the last episode, what we decided to do is rig up a way to be able to hang this on a chain. We bought some steel, and our job now is to finish designing and building ourselves a rolling little chain holding suspension thing. Let's get to it. This is a bit of steel. I'm gonna cut out this little semicircular shape with 4 bolt holes in it. This is gonna sit on top of our cylinder cover, and it's gonna replace our washers so that we're not gonna affect the amount of purchase the bolts have. It'll sit on here, and to it will be welded our I-beam. Alright folks, we've got this piece. That's gonna lay on top of the hammer. I'm now gonna take this square tubing because we need to lift the beam higher up than the top of the hammer. We have the height of our trolley to the eye to account for, and we also have our chain block height to account for, and we definitely don't want to run anybody's head into that. I think about 10 inches higher should do it. Okie dokie, we have 1/2 of the contraption assembled. The next step is for us to make a post that is 95.1 inches long. So let's see what we've got steel-wise. Okay, this one here, 67 inches. This one here, 101.5, all right? We're gonna get this foot welded onto our long post. Okay, we have a Fireball tool square. Our friend Jason of Fireball Tools, he hooked us up a while back. He's been here at the workshop. He's got an incredible YouTube channel. You should check out his channel, and if you ever want a square like this beefy hunk right here, code FORGE gets you a little discount, and it throws us a few bob too. Look at that, folks. Next step, I guess, is we've got to get it up there. So let's grab the forklift. I've got one bolt in. I just need to pivot that back end further across for it to drop into the other hole. Okay, now this is pretty exciting. We have it up in the air. Nothing bad happened. We were able to stay pretty safe. What I'm gonna make sure that we do as we use this is every week I'm gonna set a schedule that we go up there, check the welds, make sure everything is stable and secure and there are no cracks developing. And then after a month of that, we'll then move that to once a month. Make sure all the bolts stay tight, same as we do on the rest of the hammer. Just doing that checkup to make sure everything is good to go and making sure things stay safe. Right, it's time for us to get the chain on it. We've got a slight problem. Last time I did this, I hooked the eye through the chain. I'm not able to do this on this particular hoist, so that makes it a little more difficult. There's also a lot of excess chain flopping about. There's something special about heavy equipment that just gives me childlike joy. Chain, machines, industry. This is unbelievable. This reminds me of being 16, working on projects that I had no sense to be working on. It's just that now I'm 22, working on projects that I have no sense to be working on. But by goodness, it's a chain and a hoist, and it feels around. This is the coolest thing. I remember walking into Blacksmith's workshops. They had these big industrial workshops, and they had trolleys that went all over the workshop so they could pick up a gate and take it all the way somewhere else. And I always looked at those thinking, goodness, that's cool. Look at it, we've now got one. All right, let's see what we can do to this big bit of steel. Look how much easier that is. Like this, I can now hold this entire bar with one hand. Doesn't go into the forge very well though. We're gonna have to swing it. Come on, yes! This is utterly awesome! What we're trying to do now is we're trying to work just on this front little section. As it currently stands, our tip taper is not long enough, so we do need to stretch it out some more. We also need to get bevels on it. I want to work this sword bit by bit by bit because it's a whopping huge sword. And I don't want to have to go putting in and out 7 feet of sword. We want to try our best to do it bit by bit by bit. Okay, so bevel forging, it's going. Slow and steady though, it's the name of the game on this. I'm having a little bit of trouble though. Because this forge is off to one side, I have to swing it out. I'm thinking I might move this press and then put the forge here so we can use the whole length of this track. And I'm also actually starting to burn my elbow from the forge. As I'm working here, getting so close to the dragon's breath of the fire, almost setting fire to myself, I've already burnt a hole in these fabulous pants, which I'm distraught about. So upset. Unfortunately, pants are not fireproof. Fireproof materials are unbelievably expensive, but they're more than adequate enough for almost all forging work. It's just that when you get onto something this large, and you have bits of scale like this fall off, this scale holds so much more heat, it'll burn right through it. It's got a banana on it. It's bent. As you forge bevels, bars bend. I can't get this one straightened out. That I haven't quite done this right. I really don't usually have a problem with starting again. So if it turns out I've got to start again on this, it's okay. We're gonna do better the second time around than we did in the first one. And I just get to play with, you know, fun tools and toys more. Anyway, have a look at this. That there is about 4 or 5 inches. I really overdid it on this one. That's probably a good 7 inches across. It's 2 inches too wide. It's only about 3/4 of an inch thick. I got a huge amount of incredible feedback in episode 1 where I designed this and I talked about the trouble of needing to get this thing to fall straight down. There was a ton of great feedback, and some of that great feedback was, well, you know what, Alec, just make it way thicker here than back there. So in this orientation it still looks like a sword, but we can keep that extra mass down here by the tip so that it does fall straight down. I didn't keep that extra mass there by the tip. I widened it out too much. It's now gonna be probably more like a kite than it should be. And it's not as thick as we would like. I think we have to start again. I think I need to put a new piece of steel in the fire. Take the things that we've learned from this one, apply them to the next. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that one bit. Oh, here we go. Round 2. Let's go. Heat! That is some progress! This is hard work, but in these type of quantities, it makes for one of the funnest experiences of my life. To get to forge material this large on my own hammer, even though I got sweat dripping in my eyes and burning me. Alrighty folks, we're gonna take one more heat and we're gonna end the episode there. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out today's sponsor, which is Raid Shadow Legends. Your support of them helps them support us. Be sure to check out our online store for safety stuff, abrasives, tons of helpful articles and stuff like that. Let's finish this off with a good one. Here we go. working. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.